Hey guys, this is Manu, Kalia, physical therapist and herbalist. So I'm going to show you a ankle stretch technique. It's actually a physical therapy mobilization with movement technique, where you're mobilizing the joint or stretching the joint with movement added. So this is really important for not just for walking, running, athletic activities, to have adequate ankle flexibility. So if I'm missing ankle bending or dorsiflexion in this position, it's really hard for me to come over that foot. And that causes all sorts of changes up the chain for you to stick your foot out, and that might impact your knee, the knee drifting inwards. So all sorts of problems, not just at the ankle, but up the chain, knee-related issues, patellofemoral issues, runner's knee type issues, and all the way up into the low back, SI joint. So we want to make sure we have good ankle flexibility, it's range of motion. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use a step stool, and these are resistance bands, and there's a fair amount of resistance going through this band. And we're going to use the band to stabilize the ankle or give a backward force. So I'm going to pull this pretty tight as I bring this forward. Okay. So now the band is pulling me that way, so it's stabilizing that joint. Okay. And now I am trying to bend my ankle, so I am trying to lean forward. Okay, without lifting my heel up off the ground. So band stabilizes and I bend forward. Okay, now to actually do the stretch component, to stretch that joint out, I'm going to move the tibia, which is your shin bone, the bottom of the tibia. My force is directed with my hand forward. The band stabilizes the talus and lower part of the ankle in this direction, and I move it forward. So I lean forward and I stretch. So I drive that hand forward. I can even do two hands. I can grasp it here and I lean forward. Now remember, make sure the knee or the shin stays in line with the foot. The foot doesn't start to drift outwards. Okay. So of course, you got to have enough range of motion or enough strength to hold yourself in these positions also. Now, put your hand here if you need some support. If your balance isn't good, you can put a chair on the side. So I'm going to lean forward. I'm going to drive that forward, and you can see how it allows me to get a good amount of that bend through there. So as I push lightly and I stretch, I might want to search for spots that are stiffer, right? So I might angle it out to the side a little bit, towards inside a little bit, and just to find those sticky spots. Often through this region, things get bound up in that talocrural joint. Okay, and I oscillate, hang out, stretch. 15, 20 seconds in this particular position, come back out of there, okay? 1 to 2 minutes, just working at that, okay? And to mobilize that joint further. Now keep in mind, in the beginning when you try this movement, you want to make sure that it's, you don't overdo it. So do it a couple of times and then wait for about a day, day and a half to see how the joint feels. Is it stiff? Is it a little bit sore? And then it allows you to gauge how much you can do. All right, so it'll really help you get that ankle flexibility or dorsiflexion back, especially for important for all sorts of athletic activities, and for that matter, just for walking. All right, hope you enjoyed that video, and make sure you subscribe to the channel and click on the link below. Thanks.